What's up guys, Wagyu here. Welcome back to another ranking video. But today's video is a little different because in this ranking video it's based on the games that you, the commenters, have left on my channel. Thank you so much for leaving those comments, by the way. I'm really glad you guys were loving videos or interacting. It means a lot to me. So we're going to be including those games in my video today. I went and played through all of them, gave some of my thoughts and opinions on them. You can go check out my live stream. The live stream was like 3 hours, so if you want to go do that, go check that out. But that's alright, don't worry about it. We're gonna go over with the same criteria. So I got rid of UI because I thought like kind of whatever categories, like if the UI works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Also, this is my first impressions of most of these games except for number 1. So just bear with me. Also, you guys are not kidding, these backrooms games are super fun and unique with their levels. Really quickly, before we start, if you like what I do, please leave a like or a comment, consider subscribing. And if you don't want to miss any of my uploads, please turn on the notification bell, it helps out a lot. So, now that we're done with the intro and with the pleasantries, let's start with number 5. Before we do that, I know we just said we're going to start, but first, we'll go to the criteria really quickly. We've got story, exploration, level design, monsters, objectives and have fun, mechanics and verdict. Basically the same. Exploration is new, but you could basically be like, oh, exploration and level design are the same thing. Slightly different, but I'll explain it soon. Anyways, number 5. Number 5, we have Another Place. Now, Another Place, it's interesting. I was greeted with at least 15 levels. That's a lot of levels, which is a good sign for a backroom game. Is it fun? Is it like a backrooms game? Well, yes, to me, it did feel like a backrooms game. No real semblances to liminalness. It was kind of more like a horror game where I had to explore the facility and escape. The first level was the only thing I noticed as backrooms. Now, while I will say it does nail how empty the backrooms are, and that there's something here with you, like something watching you. From the lights flickering and the random sounds playing, I do feel a bit isolated and alone, but they kind of spam the sound effects and it's kind of annoying, a bit tedious. The story, there's not really a story from what I can understand. Maybe I'm really dumb, but you kind of just wake up and that's it, boom, you're here in the backrooms. Exploration, like I just mentioned, there are 15 levels, which is good, but all the other games on the list have much more and unique levels. Levels are not bad, not great either. Still solid, just not really anything I would want to explore, you know? Level design. Now, the level design is a bit confusing. After the first level, it's a bit interesting, a bit more like mazy. But after that, it just boils down to retracing your steps and finding the escape, but it's not too incredible. Not much verticality. Some rooms look cool. There's a lot happening in most of these rooms. It's not too barren. There's a level with an elevator that leads to another level. Also, there are secrets in the levels that can be good or bad. It's okay. The monsters, very interesting. Some of them are dark tall figures with glowing eyes. Some of them are very gross. Some of them are amalgamation of spider legs. Some of them are skulls that kind of follow you. A scorpion hybrid monster in one of the water levels. I will say the objectives are pretty unique. They do a pretty good job. You get missions where you gotta find 3 shapes and escape the levels. So sphere, triangle, cube, square, whatever. Bring it back to the door. Boom, it opens up. You have to build a bridge and avoid windows with scary looking monsters staring back at you. They're also the same like sort of monsters in other games where you just don't look at them. Just find an escape and look for the key. That's most of the objectives. Mechanics. You have items that can kill you. I'm so serious. It's just called liquid paint. It will just kill you if you drink it, so don't drink it. A speed boost, almond water, sprint, flashlight, jump down, you know. You can turn off body visibility, which is interesting. Verdict 6.5, not bad. I like it. There are better ones on the list though. It's not terrible. I think it does its job well. It's just the other games on the list are just far better. Number 4, the Liminal Archives. Does it feel like a backrooms game? Yeah. As usual, we start at level 0 with the yellow walls and have to escape. Lots of open space, objects placed in random spots that don't feel right. Makes your skin crawl. Little for no reason to think that something is following you or something's wrong with each of the levels that you walk through. Pretty standard stuff. Story. When playing by yourself, the game will flash some text on screen with each level transition. If you blink, you'll miss it. But it's kind of mysterious. I think there's a mysterious force in the background with you or your lab experience. Like an experiment, it's not really made clear. On top of that, a player can only remember falling asleep and then waking up confused on how they got here, which kind of makes it sound like it's a dream. It can kind of be furthered, that claim that it's a dream. When you die to a monster, you're told to wake up or open up your eyes. So it's probably a dream. Exploration. There are lots of levels in this game. There's so many. I didn't get through all of them. There are a ton of levels, which is a good thing. There's lots to explore, lots to see. Just be careful when exploring. You don't want to get caught by a monster or anything. Level design. Very simple. Some areas are a maze. Some of them are like really hard to look through. The level design, this one, you have an arrow, you just follow it to the end. So it's pretty easy. Otherwise, yeah, simple. But there are some very complicated levels that you just get lost in. Monsters. I've only encountered one monster in my time playing it. In the second level, there's supposed to be a minotaur. Spoilers. But in the first level, it's like a mimic kind of creature and it calls out to the player. Don't follow it, it's a trap. Skinwalker. Objectives, have fun. Now, I didn't play all the levels, but I can tell you from what I played, it's interesting. You got some where you find buttons, disable power, look for the exit. Now, it's possible the other levels are more fun, but like I said, there are, like, I'd probably estimate at least 50 levels or 100. It's ridiculous. Mechanics, nothing too crazy. You got flashlight, sprint, that's it. Now, I give it a 7 out of 10 because of the level variety. It's unique in that the first monster in the lobby is different. It's not a wired monster in the first one. The second one, it's supposed to be a minotaur, which is kind of odd, but interesting choice. I don't think it does anything too special. Again, the levels from what I could see look really interesting, very fun. Anyways, moving on to number 3. Now, this is a game that was suggested by one of my commenters. The name is probably put up on the screen of the person who suggested it. Thank you so much. Backroom's generation era. Man, where do I begin? Yes, it does feel like a Backrooms game. The levels are desolate in a good way, empty, full of mystery. The exploration is fresh. Each time I play and go through it, I'm reminded that it's actually a Backrooms game made with love and effort. Story, I don't really know if it has a story. I do know that we as a player are part of a maybe task force, or it could just be another time where we have no clipped into the backrooms and we're just exploring it. Speaking of exploration, backroom generations era are amazing when it comes to exploration. It's fun, full of different areas with each of the unique take. Just going through the lobby, you can see that they love making levels and have fun doing it. Each level has a new atmosphere and spin to it, very unique and very fun. To explore the other levels, you have to beat the other one, obviously, but it's kind of locked behind the progression. So if the level's really hard and you're having a hard time, you might not be able to progress to the next one, or if it's just really confusing. The level design, sometimes it's a bit confusing, which is fine. It's a Backrooms game, it's supposed to be, but it doesn't mean you can just get away with it. It makes sense. It's a bit jarring. Sometimes it feels like I've walked in circles and have no idea where I'm supposed to be. Other times it's like a really foggy level and it's super clear where you gotta go. You follow floodlights. Once you do that, you have to climb up the scaffolding and get into this other building. Sorry, like mulch kind of dirt building with all these creatures. Moving on to the creatures, the monsters. You've got like fleshy creatures, spider limbs, others sleeping. Try not to wake them up while you're creeping past them. It's very different, very fun and unique. I will say the levels they're interesting enough for me to be like, wow, you know, I want to go back and play this game and experience all the levels. Objectives, how fun they are. You find the exit, escape the monster, find a key, look for buttons, clear the steam. Pipe Dreams levels has to clear the steam, find batteries for this other parking lot level. Very fun. Now mechanics. This is probably the only game I've played for Backrooms that you can die of fall damage. Now, it's interesting. I think it's a cool change, you know, makes you more cautious, makes you realize, well, I can't really just waltz around willy-nilly. Now you can slide around and you can jump with a cooldown. The sliding around is really fun. I like that a lot. It makes the game so much more fresh. I do think that having the jump on a cooldown is a bit weird of a choice, but it's interesting. I give it 8 out of 10. It's a great game. Go check it out. Number 2, Backrooms Redacted, another game. This is great. I really like this game. Really quickly before I spoil any of the sections, there are no monsters. Well, I only encountered one, so I classify it as basically having no monsters. Does it feel like a Backrooms game? Yes. Without having to go into much detail, it automatically feels liminal without the monsters. Again, I say that because I've only encountered one. It's pretty fun. It's a nice change of pace from fearing for your life all the time. It's just awesome to walk around and look. Now, there's some levels that are a bit confusing. I say that because there are multiple routes that you can go and explore, which is awesome. I like that. More variety, more fun. It's like one of those Backrooms games where I have excitement to go check out the other levels and just look. Story. Not really a story, you just spawn in and boom, there's the game. Now, if I missed something, let me know. But I'm pretty sure you just spawn in, boom, go check out the Backrooms. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's just don't go looking for one. Exploration. Now, the comments saying that it's huge in terms of exploration, he was not kidding. It's awesome. I could probably just play the game and explore around, look for different locations. Very different. Some of them more vibrant than others, some of them really dirty or yucky. Some of them are desolate, some of them are dark and eerie or abandoned. Now, the level design can be confusing, but it's more simplistic. Each level can lead you to different places. Now, obviously that makes sense, right? Of course, you're just gonna find another place while exploring. What I mean is that there are different routes to explore and different paths. For example, one of the dark dock levels, you can either explore it and find the exit, and if you're like me and fall down to the water in record time, you get transported to Thalassophobia level, and you gotta find the exit there. Monsters. Like I mentioned, there is one monster that I saw in my experience playing the game. It was a giant skeleton monster, or skeleton queen. The first time I seen it in a Backrooms games, skeleton monster like that. Very little to say, but it's great. I'm definitely gonna come back to this Backroom games for sure. Objectives. They're fine. Explore, leave. That's it. Look for an exit, find a key, find buttons, find a house. Ta-da, you leave. That's it. Very simple. Again, not bad. I like it. Mechanics. You have a sprint button, which is kind of clunky for me at least. Interacting is interesting, and there's a health bar. I give it 8.5 out of 10. It could lean towards a 9, but Backrooms Redacted, it's a pretty solid game. Now we're moving on to number 1, and this probably shouldn't surprise anybody, but it's great. Meg, Major Explorer Group, Endless Reality. Does this feel like a Backrooms? Yes, I even have to answer the question. Yes, it does. Absolutely. You have a base of operations, and you work from there, and you work for this group. You go to these different locations. They're all abandoned except for the creatures living in there, or the agents. It's very interesting. It fits the Backrooms aesthetic pretty well. I didn't really think of this idea, like, it didn't cross my mind that, yeah, why wouldn't there be groups of people inside the Backrooms who are trying to survive? It makes sense. Now, the story, I have played Meg before, but it was ages ago. I had no idea what I was doing, so I just kind of left it. I didn't really know what I was doing. Now that I've come back and played it again, I can say for sure this is it. This is the most different Backrooms game I've played. One of the better experiences. Now, instead of being a random civilian who got lost and no-clipped into the room, this is a story by the way, you're an agent, you're a Meg agent, you explore the place, you do stuff, you do tasks on the place, you make sure it's pristine and clean. Very nice, very sweet. Exploration, like the name suggests, there's a good variety of exploration. You've got levels in the car park, levels in the neon station. That's probably my favorite level. I would like to see like an aquarium level or something like that, because I think that'd be really cool. I feel like there's a lot of potential there. Hotels, warehouses, airports, pools. It's got a great variety. Each level is fun. It's like opening a present Christmas. Getting what you wanted out of the level you've chosen. Level design. Now yes, I said chosen, that's because you're given a task and have to pick the level you want to go in and complete. You're given a selection of 3 levels. The levels are not that confusing, but not that easy. They've got good design that allows you to look in locations, understand if you've already checked that area or other places. That are just fun to walk around and look. Super good and fun to play. There are some parts where you can go through the vents to avoid monsters or take a shortcut. It's great, it's smart. You don't feel trapped to just one area. Now monsters. The monsters, I have not seen this many different looking monsters in a single game or just in a level. I say this because most levels have multiple entities. Now this sounds overwhelming, but it's done well. They're in separate areas, except for the warehouse, where if you go into the warehouse and you get trapped by all 3 monsters, it's not a great time. But they balance it well. It doesn't feel unfair. Some of them could use a tweak. There's no outrunning them. Some of them. Now the monsters themselves, they've got moths, bees, shapeshifters, wide camera monster, face monster that's really quick and has a cooldown, weird dog monster. It's just a great variety. There's just no end to it. Oh right, weird slug leech monster. I almost forgot about that. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's gross. I don't like it. In a good way. Makes my skin crawl. Objectives and have fun. You have missions to turn on power, find a briefcase, deliver it to another agent. Missions where you fix anomalies, like no clipping, which I think is a pretty interesting idea. I never even thought of that. Like, yeah, what if you fall through the level there? There's also a time on the level, so don't get too carried away frolicking about. Mechanics. You can buy items in the shop, and I don't mean with like Robux. I mean you can do it with just currency you earn in the game. You also level up. There's a ranking system. You get tasks, you go in, do them, get paid. Really nice, very refreshing. You get a flashlight, of course. There's different items to aid you in your journey, so do what you will with the money, don't spend it all over the place. Make sure you make it count. Verdict, 9 out of 10. This game's quality, you should definitely give it a shot. Play with friends. Playing with friends in any of the games I just mentioned boosts experience a lot. Well, that's the end of my video. Before I cut it off and before you click off, if you're still watching, I'm going to be starting a Minecraft series, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Also, thank you so much for leaving the comments on my last video. It means a lot. I really was so surprised seeing people comment my videos and you guys enjoying what I'm putting out there and interacting with it. It also helps me a lot. Otherwise, this video wouldn't have been made without you guys. So thank you so much for commenting. Please drop a like and comment, subscribe. Wagyu out.